the story of Dante and Luciano discovering balance. Dante was young, ambitious, and disciplined. But he was also anxious, impatient, and hard on himself. He chased his goals as if time were the enemy, until one day, exhausted, he ran into Luciano, an old friend who radiated peace in the midst of chaos. While walking through the park, Dante vented his frustration. Luciano responded with quiet wisdom. "Look at that lake. When it's stirred, you can't see anything. But when it's still, everything becomes clear." Dante didn't fully understand, but something inside him began to shift. And so, by applying the teachings of the ancient Stoics, his life took a new direction. Now, you can do the same. Before we continue, take a moment, breathe. Now scroll down and write in the comments, "True strength lies in serenity." It's not just a quote, it's a promise to yourself, a sign that you're ready to walk with intention, not urgency. Join those who seek clarity, not chaos. Let's grow this community of strong, calm minds. 1. Stop resisting and flow with life. Why do you exhaust yourself trying to control what was never yours to control? Have you asked yourself if your effort is really about moving forward or just resisting? Resistance is born from the desire for things to be different, but fighting reality only increases suffering. Acceptance isn't surrender, it's freeing up energy to act wisely. As Marcus Aurelius said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Flow with life and watch how doors start to open where before you saw only walls. 2. Calm your mind before you act. Have you ever said or done something in the heat of the moment and regretted it? How many major decisions have you made with a restless mind? An unsettled mind distorts reality, but a calm one sees things clearly. Calm isn't passivity, it's strategy. The Stoics knew that external control begins with inner mastery. Breathe, observe, then act. That small gap between stimulus and response can change your destiny. 3. Accept life's natural flow. Why do you insist everything must follow your script? Do you realize how much you suffer waiting for life to meet your expectations? Life isn't a straight line, it's a winding river. When you stop trying to force the current, you start to float. Seneca said it best, "Love your fate, because it's the only one you've got." Acceptance isn't resignation, it's alignment with what is, so you can move forward with lightness. 4. Fewer expectations, more action. Have you felt frustrated because things didn't go as planned? How much of your suffering comes from your own imagination? Expectations are mental assumptions that rarely come true. Instead of waiting, act. Instead of assuming, observe. Do what's right because it's right, not because you expect a reward. Seneca warned, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." 5. Silence is a powerful weapon. Do you realize how much energy you lose trying to respond to everything? Do you think every word you say needs to be heard? In a world that shouts, silence speaks louder than 1,000 voices. To be silent is not to give up, it's to be in control. Epictetus taught we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen more and talk less. Sometimes not saying anything says everything. 6. Embrace discomfort and grow from it. Why do you run from pain if it's your greatest teacher? How many times have you avoided a challenge that could have made you stronger? Growth doesn't come from ease. The muscles of the soul are built through resistance. Dante realized his real enemy wasn't anxiety, it was avoiding it. As Marcus Aurelius put it, what blocks the path becomes the path. 7. Practice gratitude for what you already have. What if you already have more than you think? Have you noticed how we often ignore what's valuable until it's gone? Gratitude is the antidote to lack. If you can't appreciate what you have now, you'll never be satisfied with what you gain later. Seneca said, "He who is not content with little will never be content with anything." Maybe you're already living part of the dream you're chasing so hard. 9. Reduce the noise and focus on what matters. Is your mind overloaded with distractions? Can you tell the difference between what's urgent and what's truly important? We live in constant excess, but clarity comes when we make space. To disconnect is to choose wisely. Ask yourself, does this add value or just take up space? The essential only appears when the non-essential gets out of the way. 9. Use your breath as an anchor. Did you know your breath can be your emotional reset switch? Do you use it to your advantage or forget it entirely? Conscious breathing brings you back to control. Epictetus reminds us, you don't control events, but you control how you respond. Next time chaos knocks, breathe. That's where your power begins. 10. Trust the timing and the process. Are you in a hurry for results? What if your urgency is actually the problem? Everything meaningful takes time. It's not magic, it's consistency. Marcus Aurelius said, "Everything happens as it should, just observe." The fruit doesn't grow when you plant it, but when you wait. Final reflection. You're not the same anymore. If you've made it this far, you're ready for something deeper. Type gratitude in the comments if any of these ideas spoke to you. You don't need to write a lot. Sometimes one word is enough to begin a transformation. And if you want to continue walking this path of wisdom, subscribe and turn on notifications, because this is only the beginning. Remember, he who masters calm masters life. See you in the next step of your Stoic journey.